Chapter 4. My face! My eyes! Vinny wailed. He dropped to his knees and folded his body into a quivering ball. Oh, be quiet. It's only water, I told him. Huh? The little geek opened his eyes. Only water? Oops, just joking, I cried. He swallowed a couple of times, then he brushed water from his face with both hands. That wasn't funny, Brandon, he muttered angrily. Yes, it was, I replied. No, it wasn't funny, boomed a deep voice from close behind me. I spun round, nearly dropping the empty glass beaker. Mr. Benson, I gasped, my least favorite teacher. He clapped a big hand on my shoulder. Not funny, Brandon, he repeated. He had a voice like a bass drum. Even when he whispered, the words came out loud. Mr. Benson is about 10 feet tall and all muscle. Behind his back, kids call him Mountain. He has thick black hair that he pulls back in a ponytail and bushy black eyebrows that dance up and down on his forehead like two caterpillars. He wears faded jeans and big flannel shirts, and he has a tiny silver ring in one ear. A lot of kids think he's cool, but I don't like him much. He's very strict in his science classes, and he always seems to have his eye on me. Like now. Brandon, I saw the whole thing, Mr. Benson boomed. I saw a little joke from beginning to end. Oh? I replied. What else can I say? Have you ever heard of the golden rule? He asked, his caterpillar eyebrows going wild. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I never heard of that one, I muttered. A group of kids had gathered around us in the hall. I started to feel embarrassed. Mountain still had his huge paw on my shoulder. Some girls were asking Vinny how he got all wet. Mr. Benson leaned over me. I could smell coffee on his breath. Yuck. Would you like Vinny to splash water all over you? He asked. I tripped, I lied. It was an accident. Mr. Benson's eyebrows jumped up and down on his broad forehead. He shook his head. Brandon, I told you, I saw the whole thing, he repeated. He told me it was acid, Vinny chimed in. The little wimp. A few kids gasped. Come with me, Mr. Benson ordered. He began to guide me down the hall. But I'll be late for class, I protested. Too bad, Mr. Benson replied. You and I need to talk. I'm going to give you lecture number 345. What lecture is that? I grumbled. It's all about cruelty to others. He led me into a science classroom and shut the door. Then he made me sit across from his desk. He sat on the edge of his desk, hovering over me like a buzzard about to eat his prey. The rest of this week, I'd like you to stay after school and clean the science lab, he said. But I didn't mess it up, I protested. He ignored that and began his lecture about the golden rule thing, about how we have to be nice to other people if we want them to be nice to us. The lecture seemed to go on for hours, but I tuned out after the first minute or two. His voice droned on in the background. I was already planning my revenge. Mr. Benson, I thought, it's almost Halloween. You shouldn't have to get on my case just before Halloween, because now I have no choice. Now I have to think up a nice Halloween surprise for you.